Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
The death toll from this summer's record-setting heat continues to climb. We have the latest numbers. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Nearly 500 deaths in the Las Vegas area can be attributed to the record-setting heat this summer, according to data released today by the Clark County Coroner's Office. The number of deaths where heat was a factor is now up to 491, although the count is not finalized as the death investigation process can take up to 3 months. This number is a 58% increase from 2023, when 309 deaths were partially attributed to heat. One reason for the increase, according to the Clark County coroner, could be the combination of the hottest summer on record and the spikes in opioid use such as fentanyl and heroin. This week, something will happen that Las Vegas has not seen in 25 years. The mayor's last name will not be Goodman. The next mayor, Shelley Berkeley, says she's ready to usher in a new era. Berkeley will be sworn in on Wednesday. She sat down with the Review-Journal last week.
I think my constituents can expect, and I have a long history of delivering, that nobody will work harder, keep their interests above my own personal interests, and strive to leave the city in even better shape than I found it.
Priorities she mentioned included settling the Badlands case and addressing the homelessness and animal shelter crises. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Cooling down tonight with some clouds hanging around, lows falling to the upper 40s in the early morning hours. We'll see 48 degrees by 6 a.m., then warming up to 67 Tuesday afternoon before falling back into the upper 40s Tuesday night. Plenty of sunshine returns on Wednesday and will stick around for the back half of the week with highs in the upper 60s and lows in the low to mid 40s. Taking a look at the weekend, the clouds are expected to return on Saturday with highs in the mid 60s and lows in the mid 40s. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. Members of the Las Vegas Realtors want the Nevada Attorney General's office to investigate the trade group. They allege that members and staff tampered with the last board of directors election. LVRJ real estate reporter Patrick Blinnerhassett explains.
There are allegations that the CEO of LVR, which is a nonprofit trade association, potentially tampered or viewed election results before the election was over, and therefore tried to get a candidate that the power structure that's in power to get out and campaign more because they were behind in votes behind another person.
Las Vegas Realtors President Mary Perry said a number of the allegations are, quote, unsubstantiated.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. UNLV is bound for Idaho for their rematch in the Mountain West title game against Boise State. Coach Odom spoke on the challenge of facing them once again.
There'll be a lot of in-game adjustments that are made, and that's every week, but especially when you play an opponent, in my opinion, for the second time in a few short weeks. So our guys are excited. We're as healthy as we've been all season. Everybody that played in the game the other night, they're available.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. UNLV was a 40-1 preseason long shot to make the inaugural 12-team college football playoff. Now the Rebels are essentially plus 165 underdogs to make the playoff. That's the money line for UNLV to win Friday's Mountain West Championship game at Boise State. The winners expected to advance to the playoff, while the Rebels are consensus 4-point underdogs to the Broncos after the line opened as high as 6.5 at Circa Sports on Saturday. The total is 58 at Circa after it opened at 59.5 points.
In health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. A Las Vegas woman saves her identical twin's life through organ donation. Review-Journal's Anaya Collins shares their story.
56-year-old Linda Thomas and Karen Rodman are back home with their families after Rodman donated a kidney to her twin sister.
We share everything. We love going to the beach, we love doing stuff, but we hang out together all the time.
Thomas was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a rare blood cancer, and was in need of a kidney transplant. Fortunately, Rodman was a perfect match.
I know I don't have to do this, but in my life and whatever, like, I can't go on living my life and Linda not being able to have a better quality of life.
The surgery was done at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, which said anti-rejection drugs were not needed in this case.
A lot of immunosuppression to trick our immune system into believing that the organ we're transplanting is not foreign, and so that our body doesn't attack it. The one exception to that is a transplant between identical twins.
Vegas Nation, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. Antonio Pierce plans to ask the NFL's officiating office for an explanation and review of their final play against the Chiefs. The Raiders coach said that he heard a whistle on their sideline prior to the final play in their loss, indicating the last play was dead, in which case the Raiders could have run another play or had Daniel Carlson come on to attempt a field goal, instead of the result being an illegal shift and fumble which cost them the game. Here's what happens next in the procedure, according to Pierce.
We'll get a letter within 24 to 36 hours, and we'll read it and learn from it.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift shows since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. The holiday season is well underway, and maybe you're thinking about dining out with family or friends. We have a few options for you. Aroma Latin American Cocina in Henderson will be bringing out its specials from December 4th through the 21st. You can find Guatemalan enchiladas, tamales, and much more. Some restaurants are offering Christmas Day specials. La Fontaine at Fontainebleau is showcasing a 3-course brunch for $125. It includes your choice of 10 appetizers and 10 entrees. RPM Italian at Forum Shops is offering a 5-course meal for $125. It includes seafood risotto, king crab tortellini, scallops, and filet mignon. For the full list, you can visit lvrj.com. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to arizonacharlies.com to see who's playing. Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman made her final ceremonial appearance on Friday night. She honored the Chippendales, who were also ending an era. LVRJ entertainment columnist John Katzlamidas has more.
Oscar Goodman was famous for his public appearances with Showgirls and his ever-present Bombay Sapphire Martini during his 3 terms as mayor of Las Vegas. Not to be outdone, his wife, outgoing Mayor Carolyn Goodman, partied with the Chippendales at the Rio on Friday night, giving out a key to the city and a proclamation for the dance troupe. This was her last public appearance before handing over the keys to the city to Shelley Berkeley on Wednesday.
Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.